Alright, here we are, the Samsung Galaxy S4 for Sprint. And so, yeah, it's a big phone. There it is. Look on the back, look on the front. So, it's, yeah, it's one of the bigger phones out there. If you put it in your hand, it feels pretty big. Although, if you got big hands, you know, it works. But, hey, it's a Galaxy S4, right? What do you expect? Got big screens. On the left of the phone, you have your rocker buttons here for volume. On the bottom, you have your USB port with a little microphone hole there. Power button right here. And on the top, focus here for you guys. On the top, we have 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Another little microphone up here. And on the back, we have the camera, LED flash, Samsung Galaxy S4 logo, and speaker. The back is nice and smooth, and you know, it's kind of hard to let it slip out of your hand, but it is a little slick sometimes if your hand's not completely holding it good. So did notice that, but I like the edges of it and the feel of it. I mean, it's another Galaxy S4. I mean, they all kind of look the same, but let's turn it on. Let's take a look at it. Let's go home here. So there's a screen. Let's look at, and this one's for Sprint, so you'll find a number of Sprint apps on this thing. Running Jelly Bean Android right now. So let's take a look at the specs right now. It's got a 5.0 inch Super AMOLED screen. It has 1080 by 1920 resolution with 441 PPI. Pretty sharp, very sharp screen. I like it. It's yeah, I could tell it's got 441 PPI. It has a 1.6 quad-core CPU running inside this bad boy with 2 gigabytes of RAM. So yeah, it's got some high-end specs. Comes in 16, 32, and 64 gigabyte choices of internal storage. It's got a 13 megapixel rear camera right back here with LED flash. It's got a 2 megapixel camera right up front there. And I hope I'm focused for you guys. There we go. Obviously it records 1080p high definition video in the back. As I said, running Jelly Bean Android 4.2.x. It has a 2600 milliamp hour battery inside this puppy. So yeah, take some juice to make it run. This phone was released in April of 2013. So yeah, it's been out a couple of months, I guess, now. In using the phone, it's been a rather pleasant experience. Unfortunately, I don't have 4G LTE service through Sprint where I live, so I was unable to test the speeds, the quick speeds on this phone, but it will get really fast speeds in the appropriate markets. It just gets 3G right now, as you could probably tell up there. So yeah, needless to say, it was kind of slow for me, but the overall performance of the phone was spectacular. I mean, it's never any hang up. I watched Crackle on Wi-Fi and watched the movie. It was a joy. It looked great. The movie was very sharp with good speed on Wi-Fi. This thing shines. So I was very, very pleased with this phone. Yeah, and you got your 2 touch sensitive buttons down here. So yeah, overall I would say this is a really, really nice phone to have. You know, I've reviewed the S3, and other than probably a smaller, or just about the same size screen, to me, it's almost identical as the S3. I mean, you might get better performance a little bit due to the better components inside, but you know, if you want to go to the latest and greatest S4, and there it is with a 5-inch screen, very nice. So there it is, Samsung Galaxy S4 for Sprint.